Y'all, Dominique Morgan is out of prison and she has been an absolute menace ever since. Now, I waited to record and post this video for a full 30 days, the entire time that Dominique Morgan was in jail, because I saw that a lot of people had a bunch of think pieces, and the truth of the matter is that y'all didn't really know what y'all were talking about. Y'all had bits and pieces of a court case or trial or what have you, and he say, she say stuff from other people here, there, and in between, and no real concrete evidence of what had taken place. So just so I could get a full picture of what was taking place, I did watch the 2-hour-long interview with Tabitha and Asia on the Femme Queen Crazy Sexy Cool podcast. I started it at about 8 in the morning, y'all. I had woke up out my sleep at like 6 a.m. I couldn't go back to sleep. I ended up watching that thing after tossing and turning because I said, you know what? I do want the details. I do want the tea. Now, a couple things before I get into this. I normally don't be in trans people business, okay? I normally don't be in trans people business. Number one, Dominique ain't finna come read me for filth, okay? She ain't finna be digging into my past and telling me to go to hell, okay? Let's start there. But also, I can admit that I am ignorant in a lot of ways when it comes to the trans community. I don't know everything there is to know about trans people. I would love to learn, so I do some independent research, but I don't want the burden of teaching to be on them, because at some point it begins to feel like, oh, we just constantly got to explain ourselves, right? That, and also I don't want to be a voice taking up space in a place where trans people should be allowed to tell their own stories. But this story was just so good, I had to get a piece of it. Dominique, girl, if you happen to come across this video, child, just know I'm in Atlanta and I would love to take you out to a drink. We ain't even got to talk about this. We can go rollerblading, motorbiking, fishing. Do you like to fish? Motorcycle, scooter or something. I love tacos. Taco Tuesday, perhaps. But okay, let me get on track. Okay. I watched that 2-hour-long interview, and the thing that I love about Dominique is that she don't play. She don't play. Okay. She had them receipts. And sis, I'm gonna tell you right now, they definitely set you up. They definitely set you up, because the Okra Project doing business without a bank account, crazy. How are you a 501(c) and ain't got no bank account? That right there would have sent me into a tailspin. Okay, I would have called the police immediately, because now everyone has to go to jail. And then they hired you after somebody else had already stole like $100,000 or $500,000 or something like that. And then you only worked there for 6 months. I'm not the brightest crayon in the crayon box. Okay, but I know that 2 + 2 is 4 and never 10. So all these think pieces that people had about what truly took place. Like, once Dominique started sharing her side of the story, she had Google Docs and drives and all this paperwork and stuff, basically explaining what had happened. And y'all see, I got my phone because I took notes. I took notes as I was watching the interview, y'all, because and shout out to Tabitha and Asia, who did a wonderful job, because I know Tabitha was like, yes, I'm biased, but I'm going to ask these questions because, the people want the true story. And I love that Dominique went there, to share on their platform. So I think all these people had these think pieces, didn't really have a clue what was actually going on. And then Dominique was like, after she got out of jail, there was no restitution. There's no paying the money back. Like, if she come into some money tomorrow and it's enough to cover it, then they'll ask her to pay it back. But for the most part, she don't got to pay the money back. And then the girls who helped conduct the investigation against her didn't even show up to court. I don't understand how you just why are you backing out of a fight that you started, is what I want to know. And just a lot of it just did not sit well with me. One, because I worked in corporate for a while. I haven't had a corporate job since 2018, and I'll do everything in my power not to ever go back, because it is a dog eat dog space, especially for Black women. Don't matter what kind of Black women, because I know y'all like to do that little word salad stuff in the comments. This is not a place for you to be transphobic, homophobic, queerphobic, any other phobics, okay? This is not a place for that. This is not a safe space. My channel is not a safe space for people who are bigots, racist, sexist, misogynist. Like, this ain't that, okay? Okay? What I'm saying is that when you are a Black woman in corporate, it is difficult, because you automatically gonna be basically have a target on your back. A lot of people constantly questioning why you're there. Do you have the credentials to be there? That's annoying in and of itself. Not to mention the unspoken competition between you and other Black women in the office. So I'm not surprised that this is going the way that it's going. But one thing I will say about that little funky $98,000, that's what really pissed me off. I do have to say that. That pissed me off because these folks was on her about $100,000. White people, specifically the orange one in the White House, how much does that ballroom cost? Just real quick, I just want to know. Anybody got a figure how much that ballroom cost that he trying to build? Don't worry about it. Billionaires, how much do they pay in taxes? Because I think it's less than the average school teacher, if I'm not mistaken. I just feel like we constantly worried about the wrong 1%. About 0.5% of 8.2 billion people, which is about 41 million people, and maybe 1%. So between 0.5 and 1%. And that's just a statistic that I just Googled. I knew the statistic, but I wanted to give y'all a concrete, number, a definitive number. But there are not even enough trans people for y'all to be launching political ads and protesting and all of this stuff. Leave them people alone. Did you hear what I said? People? People. These are people. These are human. And am I upset about Dominique stealing $100,000 if she stole it? She said she didn't. She did the crime, so she did the time. According to her, she took the funds that they said that she could have, and she allocated it for the resources that she was supposed to allocate them to. That's what she said. Now, she done already did 30 days in Rikers. What more do y'all want? Leave these people alone. Over $100,000, leave these people alone. Oprah had a whole school that she was creating and just left them children high and dry. Left them high and dry. I think we are focusing on the wrong 1%, y'all. We have bigger fish to fry. Dominique did not pose a threat to anyone except that company's bottom line. And I will forever root for underdogs, and I'm a person of the people. I do not care if somebody was able to get $100,000 from a company. I don't. When I see people stealing at Walmart, I don't care. This is another reason why I don't want to work retail. I'm not chasing nobody down to get a shirt back. Times are hard enough. If somebody is doing something, they felt like they needed to do it. Most people. And we got other crimes to worry about. Did y'all know that there was a man, it was like a state representative or something, a mayor or something, who was having sex with a family dog last November? Yeah. Yeah, bestiality is a sin. Okay? And I think this story, obviously Dominique's story got so much attention because she's built quite a name for herself on social media. She has an enormous following at this point, and people come to her for a good kiki. We come to her to watch her read people down and hold other people accountable. And I think most of what she said in her interview was true. Like, y'all don't even want her to be held accountable. Y'all want people to hate her at this point. And that's transphobia. I'm going to say that that's transphobia because there's no other reason for you to dislike her. That money that was going to and out of the Okra Project it wasn't nowhere around your bank account. Nowhere around your bank account. So I agree with her. A lot of y'all just want her to be hated. And I'm not ready to toss Dominique aside. I don't know if I ever will be, because there's something about that bonnet and an imagine my God on today. Okay, it's just something about it. Like, we're going to have to catch her doing something else, because this just ain't enough for me. She served her time. She got whatever penalty. She's on probation and something. I think she can not appeal it, but I think she can kind of revisit it or something in a year. Dominique ain't hurt nobody. Baby, she ain't hurting nobody. And girl, I'm in Atlanta. If you want to go get a drink, let me know. Slide in my DMs. But child, I'm tired of it myself. Find something else. Find something else for y'all to talk about. This wasn't even nothing for y'all to get all up in arms about. Y'all was doing all these think pieces, dissertations, and 20-minute videos to tell us that you're transphobic. Baby, please go to hell. Okay? Go right on to hell, okay? And when you're done, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Hit that notification bell so you know every single time your girl uploads, okay? I will see you when I see you, okay? Bye.